on recent happenings in public universities and the way forward. As you all know, a number of public universities have in the recent past sent students home after the students protested problems they are facing in those universities. Students of Kenyatta University, Moi University, Masinde Muliro University, and several others have been affected by these arbitrary university closures. Some of the problems the students are raising are genuine, and we know that university administrations take ages to respond to concerns facing students. We also know that in nearly all public universities in Kenya, the vice chancellors are now looking for quick ways to get money to pay KRA and other government bodies like NSSF and NHIF in terms of mandatory statutory deductions. We are all aware that recently KRA slapped public universities with a total of 9.3 billion that universities owed the taxman. This money has accumulated over the years as universities fail to remit pay as you earn, and other deductions. Now universities are deliberately creating conditions which will make students to go on strike, then slapping students with huge fines as a precondition for resuming their studies. Student leaders from a number of public universities have informed me that some vice chancellors are going as far as hiring goons and destroying university properties, which they then use as a justification to close down the university and to send students home. These universities are charging between 5,000 to 10,000 Kenya shillings as a fine for the strikes, claiming that students damaged university properties. I have called this press conference to first and foremost condemn in the strongest terms possible these criminal and immoral actions by vice chancellors of public universities. Vice chancellors must look for other ways to raise funds to pay KRA, NHIF, NSSF, and any other pending bills they have accrued over the years. Vice chancellors and university administrations must stop using poor students as their SACCO savings and loan guarantors. Vice chancellors and university administrations must stop their criminal action and of abruptly and arbitrarily closing down universities and sending students home after hiring goons and hooligans to destroy university properties. In Kenyatta University, it was clear that even students were ambushed by hired goons and thugs. It was clear that the chaos that led to closure of the university was between hired thugs and hired police officers. Many students were caught in the chaos created by these two groups, which the university then used to hurriedly close down the university. You all saw a first-year student desperately contacting the mother to send him bus fare. Poor students from very poor families have been forced to return home, and these poor families are then forced to pay hefty fines so that corrupt vice chancellors and other university administrators can keep their jobs now that KRA is closing in on them. In Masinde Muliro University, I have been informed that students to pay hefty fines. This was after the vice chancellor abruptly closed the university and sent all students home. At Moi University, student leaders have been hurriedly expelled without being heard, and the university is demanding hefty fines as a condition for resuming students. Vice chancellors are committing criminal acts. Vice chancellors are manufacturing strikes in public universities and then penalizing students. This must stop. This must be stopped. I want to invite the DCI to investigate these matters. I want to appeal to Professor George Albert Magora Omore to ensure that universities are not fundraising to pay KRA using students. That is what is happening right now, and he must stop it. I want to challenge you, members of the press, to follow up on this matter. You also have relatives and siblings in public universities, and this injustice affects everyone. I have developed a new strategy to deal with vice chancellors. I will make a big announcement soon. Corrupt vice chancellors must be disarmed and comrades armed. Lastly, as a result of the constant frustrations experienced by the comrades, we have decided to form a body called the Central Organization of Students' Unions, COSU, that will protect the inherent rights of students as enshrined in the apex of the law, the Constitution 2010. Long live comrades. And an injury to one comrade is an injury to all. An injury to the Vice Chancellors is an injury to Satan. Thank you. Number 2, yes.
Maybe you respond to claims that oncoming by-election. What will be your reaction to this?
Thank you.